This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube, and this is Sports Final for Sunday, December 13th. Just 18 days away from NBCSN and ESPN Classic signing off. Sports Final is sponsored or presented by the L2C Media Network. I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, and now live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson, here with the details that go with the sports world's headlines. All right, hi there, everybody, and I'm not alone today. Look at this. Hey, it's Uno. Say something, Uno. Oh. Yes. Why don't you say hello? Uno, my camera cat. Yes, I am the camera cat. I am also the mouse assassin. Have you got mice? I will kill them.
And eat them.
Thank you. I will eat them. I will eat the mice. And I will make sure I come back again. Yes. Now, put me down and do what you do the best. The sportsy balls. All right. Thank you. Okay. So while Uno is on this side of the camera, you know you're supposed to be behind the camera. Yes, I know. Boom. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let me, of course, take off the lovely, annoying. Well, they're not annoying. It's my headphones. Of course, we talked to the producer. And welcome, everybody. Already done that for 2 minutes. Hey, Mayor McCheese, how are you? Good evening, everybody. It's a midnight hour. We got more. Let's give you some. Let's give you some sporty balls. That's right. Time for some NFL scores, and of course, the scoreboard is presented by Caesars Sportsbook, who remind you that we are all Caesars. And if you happen to be a football fan, you were in hog heaven, as they say. Let's first get you all the final scores from today, from this afternoon and this evening's action. The Falcons, they beat the Carolina Panthers 29-21. For the Falcons, Ryan passed for 190 yards and a touchdown. Patterson, 16 rushing attempts for 58 yards and a touchdown. And Gage got 4 receptions for 64 yards. For the Panthers, Newton, 178 yards and a benching. He also had, before his benching, 10 rushing attempts for 47 yards and 1 touchdown. Anderson had 7 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown. Cleveland Browns, well, wow. What can we say about the Browns except, I mean, this was a shocker. Browns beat the Ravens 24-22. For the Ravens, Huntley, 270 yards and a touchdown. Freeman rushed for 13 rushing attempts for 64 yards. Andrews had 11 receptions for 119 yards and a touchdown. For the Browns, Mayfield, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chubb, 17 rushing attempts for 59 yards. And Peoples-Jones, 5 receptions for 90 yards. Let's keep going. And one of the most bizarrest, and I mean bizarrest contest, well, I won't say one of, but it was the most bizarrest contest. The Dallas Cowboys, who led most of the game 27-0, well, they almost lost it. They won 27-20 over Washington. Prescott, let's try that again. Prescott, 211 yards and a touchdown. Elliott, 12 rushing attempts for 45 yards. Lamb, 7 receptions for 61 yards. For Washington, Heineke, 122 yards and a touchdown. Gibson, 10 attempts, 36 yards. And Sims, 3 receptions, 69 yards. There you go, and a touchdown. Tennessee Titans had a Sunday all to themselves. Jacksonville Jaguars didn't even show up. Well, it felt like they didn't show up, but they did play against someone that looked like the Jaguars. Only problem was the Pee Wee version of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Titans beat the Jaguars 20-0. Do we really have to go through this? Jaguars, Lawrence passed for 221 yards. Robinson passed for 6 rushing attempts for 4 yards, and Jones 6 receptions for 70 yards. Meanwhile, on the other side, Titans Tannehill, 191 yards. Foreman, 13 rushing attempts for 47 yards and a touchdown. And Swain, 3 receptions and 45 yards. Hey. All right, and in another slaughter attempt, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Las Vegas Raiders 48-9. Carr for the Raiders passed for 263 yards and a touchdown. Jacobs, 9 rushing attempts for 24 yards. And Renfro, 13 receptions, 117 yards and a touchdown. For the Chiefs, Mahomes, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gore! 9 rushing attempts, 66 yards and a touchdown. And Hill had 4 receptions, 76 yards. Finally, the Saints came marching in. The New Orleans Saints beat the New York Jets 30-9. Hill for the Saints, 175 yards. Kamara, 27 attempts for 120 yards and a touchdown. And Vanette, 3 receptions, 44 yards. For the Jets, Wilson, 202 yards. He also had 4 rushing attempts, 33 yards. And Barrios, 6 receptions for 52 yards. Seahawks beat the Texans 33-13. Russell Wilson, 260 yards and a touchdown. Penny, 16 attempts for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lockett, 5 receptions, 142 yards and a touchdown. For the Texans, Mills, 331 yards and a touchdown. Burkhead, 11 rushing attempts for 40 yards. Cooks, 8 receptions, 101 yards. Well, we might as well say it. Lions, bye-bye. Broncos made sure the Lions knew that they were eliminated from any hope for a playoff spot. Broncos beat the Lions 38-10. Goff passed for 215 yards, 1 touchdown. Igwebuike, 8 rushing attempts for 25 yards. And St. Brown, 8 receptions, 73 yards. For the Broncos, Terry Boom Boom Bridgewater, 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gordon, 24 attempts at 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Font, 4 receptions, 51 yards. Los Angeles Chargers overtook the New York Giants 37-21. Glennon, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns. Barkley, 16 rushing attempts for 64 yards. Rudolph, 2 receptions, 66 yards. For the Chargers, Herbert, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Eckler, 12 attempts, 67 yards and a touchdown. And Guyton, 3 receptions, 87 yards and a touchdown. Buccaneers, okay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers had to survive overtime for this. They beat the Buffalo Bills 33-27. Allen passed for 308 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had 12 rushing attempts for 109 yards and a touchdown. Diggs, 7 receptions for 74 yards. For the Buccaneers, Tommy Buccaneer, 363 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fournette, 19 rushing attempts at 113 yards and a touchdown. And Goodwin, 10 receptions at 105 yards. And the reason I guess CBS had to string it all along, the 49ers defeated the Bengals in overtime by a score of 26-23. Garoppolo passed for 296 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wilson, 13 rushing attempts for 56 yards, and Kittle, 13 receptions, 151 yards, and a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Bengals, Burrow, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mixon had 18 attempts, 58 yards, and Higgins, 5 receptions, 114 yards. Not bad. Green Bay Packers, well, they knew where to put the Chicago Bears. That's simple. In the hunt for a new coach, Packers beat the Bears 45-30 for Field, and that was tonight, the Sunday night game. Packers 45, Bears 30. Fields for the Bears passed for 224 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 9 rushing attempts for 74 yards. Bird had 2 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, the anointed one, Aaron Rodgers, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns. Dillon, 15 rushing attempts for 71 yards. And Adams, 10 receptions, 121 yards, and 2 TDs. And, of course, Fun Day Monday. You're going to love this. It's the Rams and Cardinals on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN2 for the Manning cast, which is very popular, I guess. Before you say, hey, is that all for football? No, sir, kiddies. We go straight to the horse source. That's right. It's time to go over to that other football league, the Canadian Football League. And, folks, what can we say? It was a close one that went to overtime. That's right. It went to overtime, kiddies. Let's, there we go. Boop. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's get to it. The CFL, Canadian Football League, had their version of the Super Bowl called the Grey Cup. And wow, this was fantastic. Took overtime. We'll there we go. Gotta get it that way. Okay, after suffering through a 29-year Grey Cup drought, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers gave their fans a new streak. The Bombers downed the Hamilton Ticats in overtime 33-25 at Tim Horton Field in Hamilton, Ontario. They are now I don't know how many teams in the CFL did this, but for Winnipeg, they have now won back-to-back Grey Cup championships with the distinction of it happening in 3 years. It is the Bombers' first consecutive championship run since the 61 and 62 season. Game MVP Zach Collaros made 21 of 32 passes for 240 yards with a pair of touchdowns and interceptions. Outstanding Canadian Nick Dembski had 4 catches for 27 yards and scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, where the Bombers outscored the Ticats 15-6. Colorado said, quote, "It's all about the team. Look at these guys. It's been an incredible year. I can't say enough how much everyone means to me. I've never been on a team like this," end quote. Jeremiah Masoli came in for an injured Dane Evans in the second quarter and was 20 for 25 for 185 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 heartbreaking interception in overtime. Don Jackson turned 11 carries into 59 yards and had 6 catches for 48 yards as the Ticats fell to the Bombers in the Grey Cup for the second consecutive year. Sunday's game was the 4th ever Grey Cup to go into overtime. The other 3 were 61, 2005, and 2016. What a game. What a game. Now we can say that's it for our football cabana. Did we do the college football? I mean, there had to be some college football. There was the Army-Navy game. And I think we did that. Yeah, we did. But just in case we didn't, Navy beat Army 17-13. So there we go. Let's go now to the National Hockey League. All night long, all night. Okay, we got one game that is still going on in the NHL. It is the Vancouver Canucks over the Carolina Hurricane, 2-1. Final scores with Molson up 3-star selection from Molson Coors Beer. Mighty Ducks beat the St. Louis Blues 3-2. Terry for Anaheim, 2 goals. Walker, 1 goal and an assist, and Stellars for Anaheim, 23 saves. Nashville Predators beat the Rangers and even blanked them by a score of 1-0. Saros for Nashville, 32 saves. Georgiev for the Rangers, 23 saves, and Tomasino for Nashville, 1 goal. Colorado Avalanche over the Florida Panthers, 3-2. Burakovsky for Colorado, 3 goals. Tenon for Colorado, 3 assists, and Quimper for Colorado, 29 saves. Let's rock it over here for the Vegas Golden Knights. Defeated the Minnesota Wild 6-4. White Cloud for Vegas, 2 goals. Stevenson for Vegas, 4 assists. And Pacioretty for Vegas, 1 goal and 2 assists. And Franz, and I know you is my friends. Why? Because you are my friends. That's it for the NHL. How about the NCAA? Let's kibble about with that one. The NCAA women's scoreboard, if we can have the, women do play hockey. So we're trying to get there. Let's first go to the men's hockey, and then we'll go to the ladies. In Atlantic hockey coverage, Army beat RIT 4-3 in exhibition. Merrimack over the U.S. under-18 team 8-2. And in non-conference action was Mercyhurst losing to Miami 7-4. Let's check now the women, see if they played today, and if they did, how did they do? Well, we don't have to worry about that because no game was scheduled for Sunday. So that means we go to the AHL, we go to the minor leagues, folks. And let's divvy up the scores for tonight, if there were any. We do ask before anything else happens. And yes, we had plenty of scores. Let's go through the American Hockey League scoreboard right now. Belleville Senators over the Bridgeport Islanders, 3-2. In a shootout, it was Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Hartford Wolfpack, 4-3. Providence Bruins, almost said Bluins. Providence Bruins over the Toronto Marlies, 5-1. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins over Springfield Thunderbirds, 6-0. Lavelle Rocket over the Hershey Bears, 4-2. The San Jose Barracuda over the Abbotsford Canucks, 5-2. Chicago Wolves over the Texas Stars, 7-2. There you go on that side. Now let's take you to the Ontario Hockey League for their scores, if any. And let's check out December 12th, Sunday. There were 5 games in the OHL. Here are the scores. The Erie Rattlers beat Sarnia 4-3. Kingston. Yes. Kingston over Mississauga 5-3. North Bay lost to Barrie 1-0. Postponement, Lasue and Sudbury were postponed. And Oshawa over Peterborough 4-1.
There he goes back to getting the stuff.
Thank you, Mother. Anyway, there's the I think we've done the hockey. Now let's go from the hockey to basketball. That's right. We go to the NBA, and let's give you all we got on that. Everything is final. The defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks laid out the New York Knicks 112-97. The Brooklyn Nets laid out the Detroit Pistons by a score of 116-104. Looks like the Pistons, unless miracles can happen, will be back in the lottery game coming up very soon. Dallas Mavericks over the Oklahoma City Thunder 103-84. San Antonio Spurs over the New Orleans Pelicans 112-97. Timberwolves over the Trailblazers 116-111. Hey, Keely, how you doing? And the Lakers finally found themselves. They beat the Orlando Magic 106-94. Ole! All right. Oh, excuse me. Me, Belchatoria. Okay, let's get to the women's. Let's get to women's college basketball. Doing all right. How are you doing? Well, Keely, I'm doing superb. Glad you're here for Sports Final. I'm doing my little sports cast with a little humor and everything else. Gladly chatting with everybody. And let's boom the bump there. Let's go to it. Ladies college. Ladies college, yeah. Ladies basketball in college, or ladies college basketball if you prefer. I had some good games tonight. Let's bring them to you. Number 1 ranked South Carolina over 8th ranked Maryland, 66-59. Second ranked NC State. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Thank you. Where are we now? Oh yes. Second ranked North Carolina State over St. Mary's 101-73. And fourth ranked Stanford over Pacific 91-62. Sixth ranked Arizona over New Mexico 77-60. Seventh ranked Louisville over 14th ranked Kentucky 64-58. Ninth ranked Tennessee over Georgia State 84-60. 10th ranked Indiana beat up 20th ranked Ohio State 86-66. 13th ranked Michigan beat Minnesota 73-61. 15th ranked Iowa State over Northern Iowa 70-69. Bing it. There you go. 17th ranked South Florida 64-57 winner over VCU. TCU over 18th ranked Texas A&M 87-75. 22nd ranked Notre Dame over Purdue Fort Wayne 78-41. 23rd ranked Oregon State dropped the big one to Villanova 56-52. 24th ranked LSU over Texas Southern 96-55. Wahoo! Yes, we've already done the ladies. Let's go to the Wonder Menials there. There we go. I will tell you something, folks. Sports is good. All right, let's go for the men's basketball and give it to you straight and to the point. Number 1 ranked Purdue over North Carolina State 88-72. Number 2 ranked Baylor over 6th ranked Villanova 57-36. 16th ranked USC over Long Beach State 73-62. 17th ranked Iowa State over Jackson State 47-37. Maryland over 20th ranked Florida 70-68. 23rd ranked Seton Hall over Rutgers 77-63. 5th ranked Gonzaga and Washington, they were canceled. Yes, they were canceled. Wow. Amazing, but true. Which means we are left with the G League in our basketball segment. Then we got soccer to talk about. What and who? Let's run a little wahooby dooby, wahooby dooby, a wahooby dooby doo. All right, we itch better because we love better. Yes, and let us go down one more. Thank you. Okay, here are the games from Sunday. December the 12th. In the NBA G League, Wisconsin Herd over the Cleveland Charge, 110-107. Delaware Blue Coats over the Westchester Knicks, 120-109. And the Sioux Falls Skyforce and Windy City Blues were postponed. Monday games. Yes, we do have a Monday games. Memphis Hustle, Birmingham Squadron, 8 p.m. Eastern. Wisconsin Herd takes on the Iowa Wolves, also at 8. 8:30 sees the Texas Legends going up against the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. And the night game, the big one at 10 p.m. will be the Salt Lake City Stars against the G League Ignite. Oh, that is going to be fun. Yes, it is. There went our basketball segment. So now let's get to some headlines here whilst we mendel down. Hey, lovely Sherry, how are you? Okay, quarterback Quinn Ewers, one of the all-time highest-rated quarterback recruits, is transferring to Texas. He announced on Sunday. Ewers transferred after redshirting 1 year at Ohio State. Yay! Someone's escaping Ohio State. That's very good. Ewers narrowed his decision down to Texas and Texas Tech. On Saturday, the Longhorns put together a massive recruiting day for Ewers and five-star offensive lineman Kelvin Banks, who flipped from Oregon to Texas after the Ducks coaching change. Ewers was previously committed to Texas under previous coach Tom Herman. I'm going to say yes. Let's see. However, he decommitted in October 2020 and flipped to Ohio State weeks later, move that proved to be a preamble to the Herman tenure in Texas. The acquisition is a significant development for Longhorns coach Steve Sarkisian, who struggled to the worst season by a first-year coach at UT since Dana X. Bible in 37. Texas went 5-7 and lost 6 games in a row for the first time since 56. Longhorns rotated quarterbacks Casey Thompson and Hudson Card, but both struggled to build much consistency. Thompson and Card combined for 2,705 yards passing, 29 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Card started the opener, but Thompson started most of the season despite suffering a thumb injury in the middle of the season. I am doing fantastic, Sherry. Feeling good, as we say. Feeling good. Another college football report. Well, looks like Auburn is getting nixed. Bo Nix is entering the transfer portal. The now former Auburn quarterback announced his decision Sunday night in a video on his Instagram page. Everybody is doing that now. Nix, a 3-year starter for the Tigers, has decided to move on while recovering from a broken ankle he suffered against Mississippi State late in the season. The injury forced Nix to be sidelined for his team's Iron Bowl loss to Alabama. He was Alabama bound. There we go. The second-generation Auburn signal caller explained that his decision to transfer was a difficult one because of his personal ties to the university and the football team. He also expressed his appreciation for the opportunity to play for the Tigers. And what a play he did. The son of former Auburn quarterback Patrick Nix, he started as a true freshman in 2019 after joining the Tigers as a 5-star recruit who was the number 1 dual-threat quarterback. Hey, Alexis, how are ya? Anyway, we continue. In his recruiting class, Nix led Auburn to a 9-4 record that season and capped it off with an Iron Bowl win over Alabama that dashed any hopes the Crimson Tide had of making the college football playoff that season. Okay. Urban Meyer, that's a bot. No kidding. That is a bot?
Come on.
Wow. That's a bot.
You got some food here.
Let's,
Here.
you know, I love the power here. Boot. We have booted the bot. I hate bots. I hate bots. I hate bots. I hate bots. There's nothing here that says bot. I'll just put that there and boom. There we go. Boom. Okay, that bot's been taken care of. Yay. I'm learning this as we go along here. Things are not going well in Jacksonville. Can you tell? The Jaguars have lost 11 of the first 13 games under Urban Meyer, and tensions are reportedly boiling over between the first-year head coach and his players. Tom Pelissero reported that Meyer had recently had multiple run-ins with players and other coaches on his staff. And we reported this yesterday, so it happens that he is now denying that story. Following the Jaguars' loss to the Titans, Meyer denied there was even a confrontation with Jones and that he called his assistants losers, per MMQB's Albert Breer. He did, however, say that he is hard on his staff. With seemingly everything going wrong for Jaguars on the field, Meyer said that outside noise is the last thing he and his team need right now. What's the answer? Starting leaking some information or nonsense? That's garbage, Meyer said via Breer. If there's a source and that source is unemployed, within seconds. The report is hardly the first development that has cast Meyer in a negative light. As you know, the former Ohio State coach embarrassed the Jags in October when he was filmed getting a bit too friendly with a young woman at a restaurant on their bye week. It was then reported that his situation had reached a crisis point in the locker room. One player reportedly said that Meyer has no credibility and had very little to begin with. I'm hoping, though, that they'll give him a second chance. But I just have a feeling before the season is over, Urban Meyer may be looking to go back into the broadcasting world. In baseball, the New York Mets continue to work towards hiring a new manager, and now they've reportedly narrowed down the field of candidates to 3 finalists, according to New York Post's Ken Davidoff and Joel Sherman. Longtime MLB manager Buck Showalter and current Astros bench coach Joe Espada are 2 of the finalists. John Heyman adds Ray Spence coach Matt Quatraro as the 3rd and the final name. Per Sherman, the Mets should make the final decision by the end of the current week. Now, of those, the 65-year-old Showalter is widely considered to be the favorite and reportedly the preference of GM Billy Epler. Showalter had an initial interview last week. He has more than 1,500 wins across 20 seasons as a big league manager, and he's led 3 different teams to the postseason. Ooh. Funsville. Did we do the Bears score? Yeah. Let's see what else is going on in this wild and wacky world of sports. That's right. Yes, now I know what else we got to do. Let's head off to get you a little football scorage while we got you here. And we're talking soccer, so here we go, a little soccer for you. In the Premier League, it was Burnley and West Ham United tied at 0. Leicester City over Newcastle United 4-0. Crystal Palace over Everton 3-1. In the Scottish Premiership, can you hear the bagpipes going? If not, we'll play the kazoo version. And before you ask, there we go. Scottish Premiership, Rangers over Heart of Midlothian 2-0. Celtic over Motherwell 1-0. In international friendlies, Chile was hot over El Salvador 1-0. In the FA Women's Super League, Brighton and Hove Albion lost to Manchester United 2-0. West Ham and Everton tied at 1. Manchester City beat Birmingham City 3-2. Tottenham Hotspur over Aston Villa women 2-1. And Arsenal women over Leicester City 4-0. In the Women's FA Cup, yes, friends, women's soccer. You gotta love it. Sunderland over Bright House Town 1-0. Liverpool over Burnley 4-0. How's this for a score? Bing that bell. Billericay Town defeated Cheltenham United 10-0. Oh my! Huddersfield Town over Loughborough Lightning 3-1. Durham over Leeds 6-0. Plymouth Argyle over Clapton Community 5-0. Nottingham Forest over Stoke City 2-1. Sheffield United 3-0 over Stourbridge. West Bromwich over Long Eaton 5-1. Ipswich Town over Wimbledon 2-0. London City didn't fall down. They beat Ashford Town 6-1. Bridgewater United over Crystal Palace 1-0. Newcastle over Chorley 3-0. Lincoln City over Northampton Town 4-2. Blackburn Ladies singing in the middle of the night defeated Liverpool Feds 1-0. Southampton over Portsmouth 2-1. Bristol City over Lewes 4-0. Coventry United over Watford women 4-0. And let's the Australian A-League, Central Coast over Sydney 2-0. And the Turkish Super League, Adana Demirspor over Giresunspor 1-0. Alanyaspor over Yeni 2-6. And Besiktas over Kayserispor 4-2. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, we got one more little segment, then get a chance to do a little chit-chat for you before we call it a night and get some snoo, get some sleep. Let's see. By the way, Brighton and Tottenham were postponed in the Premier League. Yeah. In Das Bundesliga, Greuther Fürth over Union Berlin 1-0. Eintracht Frankfurt over Bayer Leverkusen 5-2. In Italy, let's do some Italian. Let's eat some Italian. Torino over Bologna 2-1. Atalanta over Verona 2-1. Empoli over Napoli 1-0. Sassuolo over Lazio 2-1. Inter over Cagliari 4-0. In Espanyol, it was Villarreal over Rayo Vallecano 2-0. Osasuna, Barcelona tied at 2. Betis 4. Real Sociedad 0. Real Madrid over Athletic Madrid 2-0. In Italy basketball, yes, they do play basketball in Italy. Basket Napoli over Varese in overtime 98-89. Olympia Milano, no relation to Alyssa Milano. Over Brescia 76-62. In overtime, Trento over Tortona 85-80. Reggiana over Brindisi 72-56. Virtus Bologna over Cremona 87-75. And Sassari over Venezia 76-70. In Spain, it was Fuenlabrada. La 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 la. La 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 la. Fuenlabrada defeated Basket Zaragoza 85-74. Brielgan over Morabanc Andorra 83-74. Real Madrid over Unicaja 79-74. Barcelona over Tenerife 75-60. In let's see. Oh yeah, why not? Why not complete? In the Czech Republic of hocker. Yeah, you know that thing they play with a puck? Yeah, hockey. There we go. And in a penalty shootout, it was Olomouc over Sparta Prague 4-3, Plzeň over Trinec 3-2, Litvinov over Liberec 2-0, Pardubice over Malada Bolsav 4-2, Vikovic over Karlovy Vary 6-1. In overtime, Kometa Brno over Zilm 2-1, and Keski Bujovic over Kladno 3-2. Guess what, folks? That's it. Let's give you a brief check of the NFL before we have a little time to chit chat. Atlanta Falcons beat the Carolina Panthers 29-21. Cleveland Browns over the Baltimore Ravens 24-22. Seattle Seahawks over the Houston Texans 33-13. Kansas City Chiefs slaughtered the Raiders 48-9. New Orleans Saints almost did the same thing, only their score was different. 30-9 over the Jets. Tennessee Titans 20-0 over the Jaguars. Dallas over Washington 27-20. Denver over Detroit 38-10. The Los Angeles Chargers over New York Giants 37-21. San Francisco beat up Cincinnati 26-23. Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Buffalo Bills in overtime, as was the Cincinnati-San Francisco score, 33-27. And the Sunday night hit Merit was Green Bay Packers over the Chicago Bears 45-30. So what's new? Hope everyone had a great Sunday. Keely, Sherry, hope you both had a lovely Sunday. Mayor McCheese, the same thing. Hope everybody had a fantastic Sunday. I did a little cleaning, did a little did some things on the computer that I'm very proud of. Yes, I am so proud that I'm going to share it one day. I'm still trying to figure out how to do my own ebook. Sherry, you had a great weekend. What did you do, Sherry? I'm okay. Thank you, Mom. Boop.
No.
I'm okay. What did you
No.
do, Sherry? For me, my weekend was just relaxing
Okay.
and helping my mom and playing with my cat,
Oh,
who's over in the hallway meowing a lot. I think she's on her last day of being in heat. If I had a male cat, I will tell you this: she wouldn't have to worry about meowing. Lovely Sherry says it was my son's birthday. Had a little party. Well, you know what we gotta do for that? You know what we gotta do for that? Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Ha ha ha. Happy birthday to Sherry's son. A happy birthday to you. Ha ha ha. There you go, a little birthday song. Done Elvis style. Yeehaw, shuck them chickens, yip. There we go. Ooh, that was fun. I'd like to crack again, yes. There's a lot of cracks we can do to this. Hey, hey. Oh, God. And let's see. Do we have any more little suggestive, insane things to do? Here it's not looking a lot like Christmas. It's looking like normal day, but it's slowly getting to feel Christmassy here. In fact, I have my stocking right there, and I'm going to see if I can't grab it and show it to you. It's a good stocking. It's a cute stocking. Let me just do a little turn here and try not to kill myself. There we go. Whoa, how you doing, there? Someday I got to get a new chair, and hopefully we'll have an actual place to put this in. Anyway, I want to show you my stocking. There it is. Yep, it's a big one. Let's see here.
You have to shut off.
Also doubles as a little hat. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Anyway, there you go. All right. Yesterday should have been here. Yesterday, my cat was a little cold, so I put her. I wrapped her in. I wrapped her first in my shirt, and that was fun. But then I found my stocking and I wrapped her not in it but on it, and she was purring all the way. I made her I made her sort of a cat burrito. Wrapped her around it, pet her for a bit, give her a little kiss on the head. She liked it. There we go. Let's put you over there. Don't fall. Oh, break the omelet. Let's have let me check a look here. Yeah, you know we gotta. I bet she was. Oh, she was loving it. She was loving it. I guarantee you. She was purring and she was very warm. Yes. Oh, I think we want deadline. There we go. Not. There we go. Let's give you some headline news here from
you have the shut
that
off
wonderful. You have the clicker, Mom.
I don't have it.
You're probably sitting on it if you. Nope, it's right next to you. It's right next to you, Mom.
Where?
It's on the side, your right side. No, left side, left side, left side, left side. Your back your hand up a few. Back your hand up. Keep going, keep going. There you go. There you go. Nope, nope, nope. You missed it. You missed it. You missed. Oh no, that wasn't it. Well, you probably are sitting on it. If you stand up a bit, you will probably see it. Because it's probably in betwixt and between you. What's that on the top of your chair?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was it. Well, it probably slipped down between the cushion.
Here, take the goddamn thing.
Watch.
I've been chasing that thing all day. Better be out of my way.
This is home. I love helping my mom. Anyway, where am I? Oh, where was it? Oh yeah, we were going to give you a little some entertainment news. Vicente Fernandez. We have a couple of passages to let you know about. Vicente Fernandez, whose 5-decade career in ranchera music and film made him an essential part of Mexican pop culture, passed away Sunday at the age of 81. According to a message posted on his official Instagram account, he had been suffering medical complications after a fall at his home this summer. That let's see, thank you, boys. Let's see. Skip the ad. Thank you. He'd been suffering from medical complications after falling his home this summer that injured his cervical spine and required an operation. Nicknamed El Charro de Huentien for the town where he was born in the western state of Jalisco, He was best known for his songs Volve, Volve, Por tu maldito amor, and El Rey. He also appeared in countless Spanish-language films from 1969 to 1991, acting in many and credited as producer or assistant producer on a long slate. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and was named Person of the Year by the Latin Recording Academy in 2002. He recorded more than 50 albums, sold more than 50 million records, and appeared in more than 30 films. He was nominated for 13 Grammys and won 3. His trademark was a charro suit, sombrero, thick mustache, and long sideburns. I've got somewhat of a thick mustache. Handlebars. Got the Fu Manchu stash. There we go. Combined with his thick mustache and long sideburns, combined with his rich baritone, it made him a concert favorite throughout the world. In 2016, Fernandez retired from the stage with a final concert of nearly 50 songs at Mexico City's Stade Azteca. And the American writer whose Interview with the Vampire sold more than 150 million copies, Anne Rice, passed away. She was 80. Her son, Christopher Rice, also an author, announced the news via her public Facebook page. She died following complications from a stroke. And this is what he wrote. The immensity of our family grief cannot be overstated. As my mother, whose support for me was unconditional, she taught me to embrace my dreams, reject conformity, and challenge the dark voices of fear and self-doubt. Born on October 4th, 41, in New Orleans, Rice initially struggled to find popularity with her debut novel, Interview with the Vampire, receiving mixed reviews upon its release in 1976. The book, penned when she was grieving the loss of her daughter to leukemia, since then has been reappraised as a key text in the modern vampire genre and spawned 11 sequels collectively known as the Vampire Chronicles. Rice penned her own screenplay for the 1994 film adaptation of the novel, which starred Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Kirsten Dunst. It was helmed by Neil Jordan. The pick was well reviewed and was a box office hit for Warner Brothers, and Rice earned a Hugo Award nomination for the script. She would distance herself from the 2002 standalone sequel, Queen of the Damned, while her work has also been adapted into further films, including Exit to Eden, based on the erotic book written initially under the pseudonym Anne Rampling, and Christ the Lord. Her work was also adapted for TV, including the Showtime original miniseries The Feast of All Saints, various adaptations of the Vampire Chronicles, and Lives of the Mayfair Witches, which have been planned for TV over the years, with AMC the most recent network to have the shows in development. In August, AMC announced a new Interview with the Vampire series with Sam Reed to play Lestat. Less than 2 weeks ago, the network ordered a second series based on Rice's work titled Anne Rice's Lives of the Mayfair Witches. She was married to poet and painter Stan Rice for 41 years, from 1961 until his death from brain cancer in 2002. The pair had 2 children, Christopher and Michelle, who sadly passed at the age of 5. She was one of the best writers, and she will be missed. All right, what more is there to give you as we transcribe back over to, what should we call this here thing? This here thing? No, why not? Let's go to the TV section here. Let's see here. Zendaya and Tom Holland want to join Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse. Ooh. The duo spoke with Sci-Fi Wire and expressed excitement at the idea of appearing with Miles Morales in the animated multiverse. Very nice. Pioneer Days never looked so good. The premiere to the Yellowstone prequel, 1883, was held Saturday night at the Wynn Resort, Las Vegas, as Studio 101 and Paramount Plus showcased their high hopes for the new series in epic style. Very nice. And call it crisis management with a grin. Exercise equipment maker Peloton, faced with a stock price that slumped on Friday after HBO's new and Just Like That tied a major plot twist to its workout cycle, had come back with a winking nod to the episode. Wow. On Friday, shares of Peloton fell 5% on twice their normal trading volume to close at $38.51. The stock had been off all year, with a lot of momentum lost as people return to gyms as the pandemic wanes. But Friday hit so soon after a controversial HBO Max episode on Thursday raised eyebrows. Now, if you haven't seen, and Just Like That, I guess you could say the sequel to Sex and the City, we will sound the alarm. That's right.
We might have to put her to sleep.
We're live. So we won't go so far, but let's put it this way. A major character departed. There you go. We will not tell you who it was, unless, of course, you've already watched it. There were two big winners for Los Angeles Lakers on Friday night, while the NBA basketball team was pounding the Oklahoma City Thunder, beating them 116-95. Former Laker guard and current South Bay Laker player Andre Ingram was a cash winner on the syndicated game show Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Ingram appeared Friday as a guest for the Secret Santa episode. He won $31,756, missing out on a potential $39,000 by failing to solve the game's final puzzle. Ingram said he would donate the lump sum to a fan, but specifics were not immediately available on the how and when of that. So there you go on that lovely little style. Chris Wallace, the host of Fox News Sunday, announced his exit from Fox News and saying he was going to do something out of the ordinary, I paraphrased. Well, we found out what it was. He's going to join CNN Plus, the streaming service of the once mighty and powerful cable news network. And that is all I got. By the way, Miley Cyrus gave Saturday Night Live a big boost in the ratings. And as you know, she is dating the Saturday Night Live player, Pete.
Back here.
I forget his name. It's Pete somebody. Let me just pop this up here. Pete Davidson. Thank you. So there you go. Okay, we have done the impossible. We have done sports. We've done entertainment. And it is now time to hit the hay. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Have a great night, Sherry. Have a great night, Keely. Have a great night, Mayor McCheese. And you folks out there, have a great night, too. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at 11:30 Eastern Time. Until then, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley saying to one and all, good night. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We will see you tomorrow night at around 11:30. Till then, 11:30, midnight. Yeah, we'll see you at midnight again because we're going to attempt to do a couple of podcasts tomorrow on Spreaker.com. So wish us luck on all that. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Good night from our studios here in Jackson, Michigan. Stay warm.